2013, I really want to touch on you responding to Kendrick Lamar's Control because, again, you broke the internet. How did it feel to respond to that? And what was your first inkling when you heard Kendrick Lamar's Control?
I love the energy of it. I love the competitive nature of him going at people that he was on a record with and him taking that moment and making a hip hop moment out of it.
Right.
It was dope as shit to me. And I was like, yo, I want some of that. Like, don't nobody never give me those type of opportunities. I want some of that. So, in classic King Lo style, I jacked the beat and I went in the studio and I did my own rendition of it. And it actually got recognized by not just the entire internet, but Kendrick himself spoke on it several times in several different interviews that he thought I had the best response to
Right.
to his thing. And I thought that was dope because then I ended up meeting him and we exchanged numbers and shit. Bricks was just a little baby. We took a picture.
Aww.
So I got a picture of me, Kendrick, and baby Bricks. And
That's adorable.
I'm going to use it for whenever we do a song. Whenever me and Kendrick do a song, I use that as the artwork. If that ever happens. Hip hop is weird.
Right.
Hip hop is weird. I don't know. Well, I say the music industry is weird. Hip hop isn't weird.
Right.
Hip hop is the shit, but the music industry is weird, and sometimes dope ass artists don't work together, and it's weird to me. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I love Kendrick and all his shit. So if it ever happens, it'll be dope.
What was your response when Lupe Fiasco said you and Logic are better lyricists than Kendrick Lamar?
I was in I really appreciated someone recognizing me as being, someone in that light, speaking on such a powerful platform like Hot 97 and mentioning my name. I can't speak for Logic and whatever sentiments that Lupe has towards Logic, but just for myself, I really appreciated somebody speaking light on my name and giving me at least the people to say fuck no or whatever, but giving the opportunity of it to be out. I thought that was dope.
Definitely.
I thought that Lupe was dope for that.
For sure. That's a legend too.
Lupe is crazy with it.
Right? I love him. Would love to touch on real quick. Obviously, 2014, Rick Ross put out Mastermind. Or Nobody. The song Nobody from Mastermind.
Mm-hmm.
I know you touched on it a little bit, but yeah, could you just explain the little Diddy rant for us?
Oh yeah, so there's so many like
You're at home smiling, so I know there's some.
Yeah, well, I have archived hundreds of Diddy rants. So it became a thing with me and Puff that whenever he go into his Diddy rants, I start recording them, right? So one night we in his crib and he's going off, like we talking about like how to separate ourselves from, what he describes as the roaches, and that's just like the bottom feeders. Like you got to decide in life, whether you want to be elite, regular, excellent, esoteric, like, and I mean, he gave me a long speech about just how to separate yourself and elevate to new levels. And it was certain parts of the shit that it was so ill, some of the shit that he was saying, because he goes into these spells where he be saying some cold ass shit. So I pulled out my phone and I recorded him saying everything he was saying. So I left his crib and the next day he called me. He was like, yo, did you record me yesterday? And I was like, yo, yeah, I got a lot of it. He was like, yo, send it to me. So I sent it to him and I was going to use it for my album.
Oh, okay.
And he played it for fucking French. French is the type of nigga, French gonna use it first. That's French. French is like that. The New York, he fast. So Puff plays the shit for French. French, I guess, played the shit for Ross. And then Ross like, yo, I gotta have that. But Ross and Puff had the relationship. So they end up getting the shit and using it, and then I guess unknowingly or not knowing the true origin source of it, I think somebody might have asked French or somebody like, where did it come from? And then French, I think, told somebody Puff was talking to Los. So then like when it came out, people was thinking like Puff was shitting on me or something. Like the way they was describing it, I'm like, no, you idiot. Like this is how we talk about you niggas. This is the conversations that we have about being different. But however you niggas take it, I don't give a fuck. Cause I was gonna put this shit on my album. But I guess when it got misconstrued, like people thought that he was talking to me like Puff never talks to me like the amount of love and respect that he got for me is like I haven't seen him have that level with a lot of people. So we got a love and a respect. So, but other than that, that was just one. I got shit in my phone now. I got classic shit that I'm just saving up. You know what I'm saying? But it was a chess move for French to take that and give it to Ross.
Right. Smart. Crazy.
Yeah, it was so smart. But I was gonna do it first, but he beat me to it. I should have never sent it to Puff. I should have just kept it and didn't send it to him. I should have just kept it, but it's all good.
That's funny. How was it being on Lil Wayne's No Ceilings too?
Crazy. Dream of mine.
Best rapper alive.
GOAT. You know, it was crazy. I met Wayne at the Revolt with Puff.
Oh, okay.
We did the Revolt show in Miami, and Wayne popped out. So I knew Mack Maine. So I was chopping up with Mack Maine, and I was like, yo, Mack Maine. I was like, yo, bro, introduce me to Wayne. Wayne is like off to the side, rolling the blunt in his hand. Just in his own world, with just alone. And Mack Maine's like, you don't know Wayne? I said, bro, introduce me to Wayne, bro. Please. So he take me over there to Wayne, and Wayne looks up, and Mac like, yo, Weezy. He's like, there's King Los. He's like, King Los, this Wayne. Wayne like, pleasure to meet you. You know? And I'm like, I leaned over, I said, I don't like none of these rappers. And he looked, he's like, and I said, none of them. But I fuck with you, Wayne. And that was it. And then we walked away. And like 5 a.m, I'm at my hotel, knocked the fuck out. My phone rang. It's Mack Maine. And he like, Weezy wants you to come to the studio. And I'm like, what? I was like half asleep. He's like,
wow.
Wayne wants you to come to the studio. I'm like, all right, you gonna meet me there? Or he like, nigga, I'm asleep. Wayne want you to come to the studio. So I take a Uber to North Miami, go to the studio, and it's just Lil Wayne. Nobody else. It's just Wayne. I'm standing there with just Wayne. Like, how the fuck I in the studio with just Wayne? Nobody else is in this bitch. Just me and Wayne. It's crazy.
That's wild.
It's nuts. Like, it's crazy as fuck. So he went in the booth. No, first he leaned over, he said, he was rolling another blunt, and he looked at me, he said, so what you been working on? What you want to work on? And I said, yo, whatever you want to work on. I'm not even about to take the lead in this motherfucker. Whatever you want to do, I'm with you. So he picked out a Southside beat. He was like, Southside, folder 2, something, something, something. I'm like, what the fuck's do the alien? Like, you knew the folder, the beat, and the producer? That's crazy. Loaded it up. He walked in the booth. He just started recording. And I was out there just like cheering him on and shit through the booth. I was like, yo, that's fire. He was like, just doing his shit, you know, off the dome. And then he walked out. He was like, you need me to get you paper? I was like, paper? I said, nigga. Open up the booth door and walk straight in. He was like, okay. So I got in the booth, and then I started rapping, and I seen Wayne outside the booth. He's rolling his blunt, And he was just looking at me, he's like that shit is fire, that shit is fire. So I get the nod of approval from him. I come out, he go back in. Rest is motherfucking history. We did fuck is the name of that record we did on No Ceilings? No Reason. It's called No Reason. It's called No Reason. Yeah, No Reason. We did No Reason. Yeah, and that was ill. Then I was in the studio with him one time after that. But I didn't do no record with him. I just was in there chilling. But
I was gonna say, did you learn anything? Because I know he freestyles everything off the dome too.
I mean, we kind of do everything the same way.
Okay.
We just do everything the same way, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much the same process. Feel that shit, go in there and just go the fuck stupid. But I learned a lot from Wayne. That's why he the GOAT to me. Because my whole ability to feel like I want to be better than everybody at a young age, it was a lot of that Wayne energy. Like Wayne was coming with that energy, man, and squad ups, and that shit was overwhelming to me.
Right.
So, I just took that energy and ran with it.
Right.
And everything Wayne did, I wanted to rap on it. I wanted to do a cover. My first time getting known on the internet was my Millie freestyle.
Oh, wow.
You skipped that.
Oh, Millie freestyle, talk about
Millie
that.
freestyle was my first viral moment.
Crazy.
A Millie, Bangladesh.
Right. Did y'all talk about it with Wayne? Did you bring it up?
I didn't. Nope.
Okay.
I think that, like the Kendrick moment, I think that's the reason he called me.
Oh, okay.
I think he was like, probably called Mack, and he was like, yo, Mack, that nigga King Los you introduced me to earlier, is this the Los that rapped on my shit? He had to hear it.
Right.
He had to. There's no way. And I think that was the full circle moment. And that's how it got me on the song.
That's tight.